A 2024 longitudinal study of over 2,000 daters found that people high in dark triad traits, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, were twice as likely to secure dates in the first month but 3.5 times more likely to be single 18 months later. The average love bombing phase lasted just 4.2 months before devaluation began. That means the intense romance you're swept into isn't destiny, it's a calculated timeline. Today we break down the exact psychological machinery behind this cycle so you can spot it before you're trapped. The cycle runs on 3 interconnected mechanisms. First, love bombing, a manipulation technique where someone showers you with excessive affection, future faking, promising a shared future prematurely, and constant contact to gain your trust and dependency. Researchers validated the love bombing scale and found idealization intensity correlates at 0.67 with later devaluation severity. Second, devaluation, the systematic withdrawal of affection replaced by criticism, gaslighting, a tactic that erodes your trust in your own perceptions, and blame shifting. Third, intermittent reinforcement, unpredictable alternating reward and punishment that hijacks your brain's dopamine system. Together these create a trauma bond, an attachment formed through cycles of abuse and relief that is neurobiologically stronger than consistent love. A 2021 fMRI study showed that unpredictable reward-punishment cycles activate the ventral striatum, your brain's dopamine reward center, 37% more intensely than consistent reward. When the narcissist explodes over a trivial mistake then brings flowers, your brain treats the kindness as a jackpot. The anterior cingulate cortex, which normally detects errors and contradictions, shows reduced activation over time, meaning you literally outsource reality testing to the abuser. This isn't weakness, it's your neurobiology responding exactly as designed to intermittent reinforcement. The abuse becomes your baseline, the crumbs of kindness become high-value rewards you'll work obsessively to earn. You might notice the relationship moves at tsunami speed, 50 texts a day, meeting family within weeks, declarations of soulmate status by week 3. That's love bombing idealization as advance payment for later compliance. Then watch for the pivot, subtle criticisms disguised as jokes, withholding affection when you assert boundaries, countering your memories, I never said that, you're imagining things, and trivializing your feelings, you're too sensitive. Grandiose narcissists do this with open rage and flirting to provoke jealousy. Vulnerable narcissists sulk for days, framing your reasonable request as cruelty. Both subtypes use gaslighting tactics, countering, denying your memory, 68%, withholding, refusing to listen, 54%, and trivializing, 49%. The pattern escalates until you're apologizing for their behavior. High empathy, conscientiousness, and a desire for deep connection make you a prime target not because you're naive, but because your strengths are weaponized. Cognitive dissonance reduction kicks in, they were so amazing, this must be my fault. Epistemic trust, your ability to trust your own perceptions erodes gradually. A University of Michigan study found 74% of sustained gaslighting victims showed measurable decline. You're not stupid, you're being neurologically rewired. The intermittent reinforcement creates a gambling addiction to the relationship. Your brain hyper-focuses on cues predicting relief, strengthening associative learning. Smart people stay because they're trying to solve a puzzle that was designed to have no solution. 1. Speed. Healthy interest respects pace, love bombing demands merger. If they're planning your future before knowing your middle name, pause. 2. Intensity mismatch. Excessive praise that feels disproportionate, you're the only one who understands me on date 2, is mirroring, not intimacy. 3. Boundary testing. They push small limits, showing up unannounced, demanding immediate replies, and with hurt or rage when you object. 4. Reality distortion. You find yourself screenshotting texts to prove conversations happened. 5. Emotional whiplash. Wonderful Monday, cruel Tuesday, apologetic Wednesday, the cycle shortens over time. 6. Isolation cues. They criticize your friends, frame your support system as toxic, or create crises that prevent you from seeing others. 7. The debt ledger. After all I did for you becomes the refrain when you resist devaluation. These signs escalate, early detection is your exit window. The narcissist isn't loving you, they're managing their own fragile self-esteem. Grandiose types use dominance and self-aggrandizement to regulate, vulnerable types use hypersensitivity and withdrawal to avoid perceived rejection. Both lack the emotional infrastructure for mutual maintenance. Dark triad traits facilitate a fast life history strategy, exploit short-term mating opportunities through mimicry of desirable traits, then discard when the cost of maintenance exceeds the supply. Love bombing is tactical investment, devaluation is cost cutting. Gaslighting secures compliance by making you doubt your reality. Intermittent reinforcement keeps you hooked cheaply, crumbs cost them nothing but buy your total devotion. Understanding this shifts the narrative: you're not failing at love, you're being targeted by a predatory strategy. First, slow down. The single most protective factor is time. Research shows love bombing lasts a mean of 4.2 months. If you refuse merger before then, the mask often slips. Second, verify consistency. Track words versus actions in a private log. Patterns reveal what moments hide. Third, protect epistemic trust. When they counter your memory, say calmly, "I remember it differently." Let's check the messages. Do not argue, document. Fourth, set micro boundaries and observe reactions. Healthy partners adjust, manipulators punish. Fifth, disrupt intermittent reinforcement by refusing to chase the crumb. When they're kind after cruelty, acknowledge it without rewarding. "That was nice." It doesn't erase what happened. Sixth, rebuild your reality anchor: trusted friends, therapy, journaling. You need external verification while your anterior cingulate cortex recovers. Seventh, plan your exit before you announce it. Safety first. The cycle is designed to make leaving feel impossible. That feeling is the trap, not the truth. You now hold the blueprint of the manipulation cycle: love bombing, devaluation, intermittent reinforcement, trauma bond. Each piece has a name, a mechanism, and a countermeasure. Understanding this isn't paranoia, it's inoculation. Share this with someone who needs to see the pattern. Follow for daily psychology insights that protect your mental health.